Hey, everybody, this is Boog Shambi. Welcome to the show. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Washington Nationals taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about ready to roll, and on the hill in this one, Mike Messina. And as usual with him singing, I think we can expect plenty of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boogie's racked up over 3,000 strikeouts in his
one. Number one. And here it comes. Foul ball. And a pitch.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
High fly ball down the left field line. Makes the catch up against the wall in foul territory. Here's Dave Martinez lineup for the Nationals. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit. Swing and a miss. That's strike one. And a strike in there.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Clemente hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
That is third. The shortstop, number 0.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's a speed threat, number 0. This guy with big-time power and an elite defender. In there, and it's 0-1. Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball. Swing and a pop-up. Mattingly settles under this one. Puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. We're midway in inning number 1. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. Back in the Bronx. And on the mound now, Mackenzie Gore.
Oh, you know this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats, and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up and most likely...
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. And out of here. That'll fire up the dugout, and the Yankees have the lead. It's 1-0.
The pitcher knew as soon as that ball left his fingertips, it was trouble. Right on a platter, right down the heart of the plate. I'm sorry, but big league hitters don't miss that pitch.
Here's a big power threat. Roberto Clemente, 4th right now on the American League home run leaderboard. And first offering is fouled off.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
The wind of the pitch. Fought off foul.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
There's a swing and a drive. That's down. One hops off the wall. Throws to second. And he's got a double.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Don Mattingly stepping in now for the Yankees, coming off an incredible hitting performance yesterday. And first offering is fouled off. And the right-hander deals. Liner, base hit. Here comes Clemente around third. Throw is offline, and he scores. It's 2-0.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Mark McGwire, the American League leader in batting average this season. And first offering is fouled off. Mattingly on at first, nobody out. Ripped to third and caught.
Got it.
Now let's take a look at the lineup. An offense that knows how to mash, Chris. Lots of power throughout the lineup. They're leading the league in homers right now.
Yeah, and I think when you're facing a team like this, pitchers coming in, they see the stats. They end up trying to nibble, trying to work on the edges, trying to expand the zone. And so I think the key, if these hitters can stay within themselves, obviously they have the ability to hit the ball a long way and score runs quickly. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there, so once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases.
Here is Aaron Judge. On the ground to third. Fair ball. 1 run is in. The throw in. He pulls into second, and a run comes in to score.
Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent back control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Second and third, 1 gone. In now is the Yankees DH, Sammy Sosa, second in the American League in hitting. And first offering is fouled off. It affects the game in so many ways, right? Your ability to come back is usually tied to power. If you can deliver a huge hit with 1 swing of the bat, it really changes your capability when you fall behind. Righty delivers, stays alive. Righty to the plate. That's a base hit as a run scores. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in, And the lead is up to 5. That ball was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat. And I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up.
And now, Joe Torre hammers that one deep left field and forget it. The 2-run shot, and they tack on to their lead. It's 7-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
So they turn to the lefty in this spot. Patrick Corbin. He's being eased into the game here with the bases empty. One out, bases empty. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Mickey Mantle. 7th right now and runs batted in the American League. Hard hit left side. On to Chavis. And there's 2 away.
The batter, number 50.
So the batting order turns over. Now, number 50. Homered to lead off the ball game. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
And a foul ball. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, that one is absolutely belted. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Round second, digging for third. The relay throw. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, most guys would have a double out of that, but for elite speed like his, that's an automatic double. He's thinking, how do I turn this into a triple? And that's exactly how you do it.
Down the third baseman, Roberto Clemente. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. Hard hit to third. On to Chavis. That takes care of Clemente. And that is the inning. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. It's now 7-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here in New York, and now the center fielder, number 50. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. There's a strike. The wind and the pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The wind of the pitch. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Caught him looking for the K.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Here's Corey Dickerson. Hitless last night, and they only scored 1 run. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. Hit weakly on the ground towards second. In plenty of time to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 2,
And now it's Luis Garcia.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. And the Nationals gone in order. They continue to trail 7-0. Bottom of the second, and stepping in for the Yankees, Don Mattingly.
the second baseman, John Mattingly.
Corbin back to work. Well struck, right field. Gone! He blasts one out to right. His latest homer in an incredible season. It's 8-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
Singy, I hope you saw it because it didn't stay in the air for long.
No, it didn't, Boog. StatCast telling us 110 miles per hour off the bat, and that's plenty to hit one out if you get enough air under it.
Next to hit, Mark McGwire. That one's on its way. No question about it, and that one will go. An absolute blast to left. His latest homer in an incredible season. And they add a run. It's 9-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
And now here's a speed threat, outfielder Ricky Henderson. That one ripped. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Fires to second too late, and he's got a double. Man, Singy, he hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit velo 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog. I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And he just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly. Those are the ones that feel really good.
So, man aboard, Aaron Judge at the plate. And that one pulled foul. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Clearly all in on the fastball right there, but it was a changeup. Bottom just fell out of it. He's going to have to make an adjustment.
Judge rips that one. It one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's 10-0. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Now up as the Yankees DH, Sammy Sosa. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. That's ripped. Base hit. Here comes the judge around third. He scored.
Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
Anthony Banda gets the call from the pen.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And next for New York, Joe Torre. He's 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer his first time up. It's a 2-on and nobody out.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
And here is Mickey Mantle. Base knock right field. Sosa around third. He'll score easily, and they extend their lead.
Waste no time there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, number 50. Base hit and a run in to score. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds it third.
Everything came together for him. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
So up next, Roberto Clemente. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. Ripped on a line. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. In to score is the runner from third. It's 14-0.
He was all over that one. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And up next for New York, Don Mattingly. He's already homered here in this one. On a line out towards center. Brings it in. Runner tagging for third. And he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. One away. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Mark McGwire. He's already homered in this game. And there's a foul ball.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
Oh, 1 down. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
Boog, Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes he'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
The pitch. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. One run across, and it hits the base of the wall. Cut off, now a throw home. Tag, too late, he scores. And the lead continues to grow.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it, and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Paolo Espino.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Whips it to first, and there's 2 down. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. Singy, he's got a history of coming through in the big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. And Judge spoils that one.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
Man on second, 2 down. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. We played 2 full. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back at Yankee Stadium, and now it's Keibert Ruiz.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
On the ground. Gathers and throws to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
The first baseman, number 6.
Here's Chavis now. When you played, did you play with guys that you thought were clutch, and sort of what were the attributes you said that's what he possesses that allows him to come through?
Well, we always used to joke, guys want to eat steak, and there were some that just had a knack, could understand that, all right, this is a big, payout if I can come through with a knock here. But I think when you really look at the numbers, you really audit everything, guys kind of are who they are.
And it looks like they might end up challenging this one. Very close play. So they have decided to challenge the play, and now it's up to the replay umpires in New York to make the call.
Ladies and gentlemen,
here's one more look. They called him safe, and I'm not sure that there's anything here to overturn the call. What about you, Singy?
I don't think so, Boog. I mean, we need something obvious to overturn it, and I just don't see it.
So they've made a decision, and the runner is safe. The original call is confirmed, and that leaves them without any challenges the rest of the way. Here's Lane Thomas. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Chavis, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Lifted in the air, right center field. Judge makes the catch. 2 down. Number 1 digging in for the Nationals. He's 0 for 1. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
There's a strike. The 0-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Nationals leave 1. Still 16-0. And welcome back. Now it's the DH, Sammy Sosa. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. Here comes a pitch. Hammered, base hit, and that's going to get into the corner. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Pulls in with a double. 3rd hit for him today. Sheesh. Singy, that was a laser shot. And a good thing we have StatCast to give us the details.
Yeah, get out of the way on that one. That ball flew out of the box at 112 miles per hour. We talk about generating a ton of power in that swing. He did it with quick hands, good lower half, and just unloaded on that ball.
Now here is Joe Torre. That one ripped. Out of here. his second home run of the game, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 18-0.
When you're lacking velocity, it's so critical that you move the ball around, change speeds, even try to trick the hitter at times. But when you give up a home run right there, manager doesn't have a lot of patience because the velocity's not there to overcome and get the swing and miss.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Mickey Mantle. Ripped into right field, base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
That's back-to-back singles for him. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So the lineup flips over, and next for New York, number 50. Just a single short of the cycle. And it's through for a hit. Some history here, and what a game he's had. Chris, you hit for the cycle, so you know what this is like.
It's a really cool thing to accomplish, especially when your team gets the W. And one thing that gets lost in this is that you had at least 4 hits in a ball game, and not a lot of guys can even say they did that in the course of their career.
And now Roberto Clemente. That's hard hit on the line. That takes care of Clemente. Runner tags up for third, and he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. 1 away.
Now, the second baseman.
Now it's the second baseman, Don Mattingly. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Base hit, and a run comes in. The throw to third. Not in time. He's safe. A run comes in on the play.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Mark McGuire will hit next. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Back-to-back base hits. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Hunter Harvey on the pitch here. This guy can bring it velocity-wise.
Number 73, Hunter Harvey.
And up next for New York, Ricky Henderson. He's a guy who does it all. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Mattingly around third. 1 run is in. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. I'll tell you, man, it's such a good feeling when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that. I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Liner, and that should be extra bases. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score, and they extend their lead. A 2-run double.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Sammy Sosa stepping in now for the Yankees. Hard hit, left field, base hit. Judge coming home. He'll score, and the lead continues to grow. Throw to second, not in time. He's there easily. Here's the catcher to hit, Joe Torre. Line drive, he brings it down. Nice play.
Sweet grab right there. That's the DRS for you, buddy. Defensive run save. Very athletic. Really good reactions. Nice job of saving that run.
Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Mickey Mantle. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. But it's a huge 8-run inning for him as they open up the lead. On to inning number 4. The Yankees lead this one 24-0. As expected, we're going into a rain delay, and I have a feeling this is going to be a long break, Singy. It is really coming down as they put the tarp on the infield.
Yeah, I think we kind of saw this one coming, Boog, and it's not going to be a short break either, so guess we go grab some coffee or something, man. Go sneak in a game of the show before play picks back up.
Bring it. Welcome back, and we have good news. The tarp is off the field. The weather is cleared. And we're about ready to resume play. Mike Messina back on the bump after a very long delay. Pitchers don't often stay in games in these situations, but they'll give it a go. And digging in at the plate, C.J. Abrams. Next offering is in for a strike. Got it by him for the K.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
And the batter now, number 0. 0 for 1 so far. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
Popped up. Mattingly settles under it. Drops into the glove. Out number 2.
Now batting, number 50.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the Nationals cleanup hitter, number 50. His first at bat was a strikeout. And that's in there for strike 1.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
That's in there, and it's 0-2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
The Y to kick the pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 0-2. Got him. And he's down on strikes for the second time today. Back for more from the Bronx. Bottom of the 4th, and stepping in is the speedy number 50. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Ripped into right center, and that should be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. It's a double, and he's 5 for 5.
Another hit. I mean, these types of performances at the plate don't come around too often. This is pretty special. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
And the batter now, Roberto Clemente. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Ah! He'll touch them all, and they add on. It's 26-0.
When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Erasmo Ramirez comes on now.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Here's the second baseman, Don Mattingly. Line drive and foul ball. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field.
The first baseman, number 25.
Man at first, and now it's going to be Mark McGwire. And that one hammered. That's bad. And forget it. He blasts one out to center. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add a couple more. It's 28-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Ricky Henderson. That one laced to center and a base hit.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one is gone. Aaron Judge leads the yard, and they add to their lead. It's 30-0. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Now up is the Yankees DH, Sammy Sosa. Hit hard on the ground to short. Fires over to first. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
Catcher, Joe Torre.
And here's the catcher, Joe Torre. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Thomas makes the play, and there's 2 away.
The left fielder, Mickey Mantle.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Mickey Mantle. And that one is lifted in the air. Thomas drifts towards it. He makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. They bring 9 to the plate, and 6 come around to score. On to the top of the 5th we go. The Yankees lead it 30-0. Back now in the Bronx. Now the left fielder, Corey Dickerson.
Number 23, Corey Dickerson.
And the pitch. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. In the air, center field. Mattingly on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
So digging in, Luis Garcia. Clips the corner, and that's strike 1. That clips the corner.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
And the 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Popped up. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Up next for Washington, the catcher, Hebert.
2 outs, base is empty. And it's the catcher for the Nationals, Hebert Ruiz. 0 for 1, he grounded out. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And the inning is over. Now on the mound for the Nationals, Carl Edwards Jr.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
At the plate, number 50. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think this one swung on and hit well. Way back there. That one is gone.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Stepping in now for the Yankees. Out to center. Number 50 in position. 1 away.
Up next for the Yankees, the second
So up next, Don Mattingly. And that one ripped to left and puts the squeeze on that. And there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Deep drive down the line. Foul ball.
Well, that's where you want to be right there. All over that first pitch fastball. Just a little too much hook on it. Straighten that thing out. You get to jog around the bases.
That's in there. 0-2 now. Got him looking. Third out. The Yanks do get one on the solo homer. 5 innings complete. You're dialed into the show. And it's Michael Chavis at the plate. His righty-lefty splits there.
Michael Chavis.
We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Jimmy Cordero.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike one. Chavis, 27 years old, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games. The pitch. Ground ball left side. Clemente tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Now it's the right fielder, Lane Thomas. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. On the ground to the left. He's in there.
Boog, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Number 1 digging in for the Nationals. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And a pitch. Foul ball there.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
And a pitch. And that's in for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Abrams stands in now and watches strike 1. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Thomas leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Back in the Bronx, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the sixth, Ricky Henderson. Edwards back to work. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. These days, when you see a ball come off the bat like that, I mean, the first thing you want to know as a spectator, what was the exit velocity? 109 in this case. I mean, that's just impressive, and it's so cool we can get that sort of feedback so instantly in today's game.
It's Aaron Judge now. Base hit center field. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Up next for the Yankees,
Sammy Sosa now at the plate. Swing and the ball hammered left field, back there, and it's out of here.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for, crushes it, and hits it out of the ballpark.
Jordan Weems will take over here. This is his 5th appearance of the year. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Joe Torre. Dives, but it's off his glove. Base hit. And now the big-time power threat, Mickey Mantle. Roll to short, could be 2. To second, that's 1. And they get him easily at first. It's a double play. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
Swung on, belted. Thomas going back on this one, and it slams off the bottom of the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Another big game. He's looking pretty much unstoppable at the plate. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Roberto Clemente stepping in now for the Yankees. On a line, base hit. The run comes in to score from second, and they extend their lead.
Started around this guy.
So 2 down, and next for New York, Don Mattingly. Hammered on a line to the left, base hit. Clemente makes the turn at second, and now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Couple of singles back to back. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Mark McGwire. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the ditch.
And a base hit knocks in a run.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
First and second, 2 down. And now the center fielder, Ricky Henderson. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. That smash towards center. He's there. He's got it. And that is the third out of the inning. All in all, 10 come to the plate. They bat around and 5 score. Top of inning number 7. Up now for Washington, number 0. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. New pitcher for the Yankees, Wandy Peralta.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me. And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Oh, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Number 50, the next to hit. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Kicks and deals. That one misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
One strike.
The punch out there. Down on strikes. And he knew it.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Dickerson at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. Next offering is in for a strike. Left-hand hitter waits. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us for the traditional 7-hit stretch.
Welcome back. Bottom of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Aaron Judge.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
So, man aboard. In now is the Yankees DH, Sammy Sosa. Line drive, base hit right field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Up next for the Yankees, the catcher,
Joe Torre digs in now. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. Back-to-back singles. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Mickey Mantle getting ready to hit. Now a screamer into the outfield. Nice grab on the run. Both runners tagging. In comes the run from third to add on. And the lead continues to grow.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
And up next for New York, number 50. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. That one ripped. Pulls it in on the warning track. Runner tags from third. The run scores from third, and they extend their lead.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot, turned around, and made a nice catch.
Kyle Finnegan gets the ball now.
He's averaging more than one hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Now the number 2 hitter, Roberto Clemente.
Oh, yeah, Boog. He's on the brink of one of your favorite milestones. He's completed 3 legs of the cycle.
I love me some cycle. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Torre off of first with 2 away. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Base is empty with 2 away. Now it's the second baseman, Don Mattingly. Swing and a base hit.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Mark McGwire. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Ricky Henderson stepping in now for the Yankees. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. Back here at the ballpark, and now Luis Garcia.
Garcia.
Michael King takes over on the mound.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
The pitch. Strike one.
No ball. One strike.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch. He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Hebert Ruiz digging in for the Nationals. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball one. And there's a ball.
2 balls. No strike.
Two-0. Swing and a miss. That's in there. It's 2-2. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Fouled back our way, and that's out of play. Strike two.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
Oh, 0-2 now. Battling here as he fouls it away. Right-hander kick steals. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And the righty deals. Out there to center. Mattingly on his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That is the inning. This one pretty well decided at this point. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now the right fielder, Aaron Judge.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
The right-hander back to work. Smoked into left, base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
All over that one right there. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
Now at the plate, Sammy Sosa. And a foul ball.
You know, these Yankees putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. So far, they have 6 hits in the counts where the pitcher has had the advantage, so it hasn't been easy.
That one ripped. And it's gone.
most times it's the pitcher looking at the scoreboard for velocity. But in this case, it's the hitter. He just turned around triple digits at the dish. I don't even know how he saw that pitch. Maybe he didn't, but he got a home run out of it.
And now here is Joe Torre. And that one hops the wall. And that's a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. As soon as that one shot off his barrel, he was thinking extra bases. Really nice job of getting the bat out front, but not hooking around it or rolling over it. Just kept the swing on plane and smoked that thing into the gap.
Now here is Mickey Mantle. Ripped on a line. Tracks it. Back to the top of the lineup, and the batter will be the shortstop, number 50. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And caught on the warning track. Not quite enough behind that one. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. Last chance coming up here for the Nationals. Back in the Bronx, all set to start the ninth in this one. Now it's the right fielder, Lane Thomas. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Jonathan Loaisiga. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. The pitch. And it's fouled away.
Power relievers, one after another, come out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
And now the 0-1. And that one fouled off. And he deals. Just missed. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Guys become defensive, and all of a sudden, for the hitter, that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
So digging in, number 1. Here's a high chopper to first, and he beats it.
Now that designated hitter, C.J.
Next is the designated hitter, C.J. Abrams. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Loaisiga, in his 5th season, he features a sinker, a slurve, a changeup, and he works in a 4-seamer. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
And a pitch. Foul ball, still 0-2. And the right-hander deals. Ground ball, could be 2. Over to second for 1. Throw to first, safe.
The batter, number 0.
So they're down to their final out. Next to hit for the Nats, number 0, as the Nationals are down to their final out. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Abrams off of first with 2 away.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. You're a little late, opposite field knock.
swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Another day, another win. I really think these guys have forgotten how to lose a ball game. It's been so long since they've lost. I really don't know what else to say. They're just a can't-miss ball club right now.
So this one got a little out of hand. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Sciambi saying so long.
Sir, because I'm take this thing for.